you actually get put behind bars?
Well, I don't think that's going to happen. I'm still quite confident that the higher up you go in the Swedish court system, the more fair judgment you'll get. And no one can say that this is a fair judgment. This is definitely not a fair judgment. Even if it would be illegal, which we really claim that it's not, and we really have read the laws surrounding this. And we have the top lawyers in Sweden, and they can't understand that this is a crime either. So even if it was a crime, jail time is so stupid, because this is, when it comes to the copyright issues, that's a civil complaint. You can't get jail time really for civil stuff.
So let's see, this is one of the last ones. What about the heroes lose in the beginning but have an epic victory in the end? That's the only thing Hollywood ever taught us on thepiratebay.org.
Yeah, we wrote that. That's kind of what happens here, you know. As I said before, this is Karate Kid part something. And just remove the karate and just remove the kid and insert the Pirates Guys or something.
Okay.
It's Pirates Guys 1, and this is, you know...
We're looking forward for the next episode.
No, we're looking forward to the end of this very, very long movie. And hopefully someone will cut it down. Someone will cut it down to a much more...
It's going to be an evening of pure entertainment.
Yeah. Someone actually canned the documentary for his... the trailer for his documentary. Did you find out who it was?
Not yet, but I'm going to look.
They put it up on YouTube. These pirates, they stole his material. That's bad.
Okay, let's see here. Where are media supposed to do after the press conference with their questions? That's a good one.
Where are media supposed to do? Well, I don't know where they're supposed to do and what they're supposed to do there, but
if they have any questions,
where they are, they can do it where they are.
Okay, and if they have any questions, can they?
They can, I don't know. There's a lot of people in Spectrial who takes phone calls. There are, if you want to talk to me, which I suppose a lot of people want to do, I'm not sure yet, actually. I think it's, this is much more fun. This is much more relaxing. This is much more democratic because everybody can pose questions. I don't care really if it's the CNN or if it's, 13-year-old girl sitting somewhere and asking questions. This is much more democratic. And it's kind of the idea behind everything. It's using the internet this way is, all the media can pick up this stream and they can actually do whatever they want with it. So they can use the stream, and if you want to ask questions, do it here and now for everybody to see. The whole exclusivity is, there's no such thing anymore.
That's good. So then we take the next question then.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Will this open up for civil lawsuits against the Pirate Bay?
I don't think it will. I think it'll probably, after the last appeal has been denied, then it will open up. But this is, you have to remember, this case is still not actually judged. This is only the first level of court, and the final verdict is not out before the last appeal is denied, or there is no more appeal possibilities. So it will take another 4 or 5 years before actual judgment comes, and it will be in our favor anyhow. So there's no other way out, and a good way to actually make sure of that is to vote for someone who wants to change the law, so we can get a final voting in a country where the laws are suited for things. Yeah, the way people behave.
Okay. Are there any plans for a party or a demonstration today?
I heard there's a demonstration. You can go to the Pirate Party website. You should. I think they have a big demonstration plan there right now, and I hope a lot of people attend to the demonstrations tomorrow. I would be really happy to see the support. And there will be a party in Malmö tonight at Utkanten.
Who's going to be the DJ?
A friend of mine is going to be the DJ, but I'm going to ask him if I can play a bit. So I'm going to play some techno, I think. Hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah, and party.
And
And I'm going to make sure Anna is coming, so for everybody who wants to meet the Queen of Spectrial, you can go there.
And drink beer and listen to techno. Or dance.
Yeah.
Sorry. Another question. Where is your lawyer?
Yeah, he's in Stockholm. I don't know where
And
he is.
why isn't he attending the press conference?
Well, because I think it's quite far to go to Liman from Stockholm.
Okay.
And that's one of the reasons why I prefer never to go to Stockholm. And also because Stockholm sucks, but yeah, that's another issue.
That's another.
Yeah, it's another press conference.
Yeah. Are you going to sue them for damages over leaking of the verdicts?
Well, I don't know who to sue actually. It's quite interesting. The leaking of the verdict is, as I said at the beginning, that's another episode of all of the weird things that have been happening in the media or to the media by the Swedish government. So first they allowed Hollywood to do whatever they wanted, basically with our law system, and that's somewhere it has to end. Sometime it has to end. They can't just go on fucking the system like this. That's not.
Okay, so that will probably be brought up again then.
Yeah.
Why didn't you shift the trial more into the debate of free culture and you use age out copyright laws?
Well, that's a quite common question actually. The thing is, in the Swedish court system, you can't really talk about political issues. The court system is only for law issues, and laws are not decided by the jurors or the judge. It's decided by politicians. So the jurors and the judges' job is actually to abide by the laws or to interpret the laws,
Okay.
which they do faulty quite often, and apparently in this case as well. So, but the political issues has to be outside of the courts, and we were quite sad that is the case. But there's time and place for that as well, and there's going to be a lot of debates over that.
Because I heard also you during the trial bringing up this issue.
Yeah, because I asked one of the prosecution side's lawyers if this was a political trial, which is legal in Sweden. I think it's illegal in most of the world, actually. I hope so. And he didn't want to respond. I asked if I could get an answer to that, and he said, no, you can't. Instead of saying, no, it's not a political trial, he said, no, you can't get an answer to that. Okay. So it's quite interesting. We love the politics, well, the politicians to actually take this question much more serious, because they've been ignoring it or lying about it, like our actual prime minister right now said that they're not going to go after people of culture, and then they set up the iPred law and all of that, which is, we call it valfläsk in Swedish, which means that he's lying to the people who he wants to elect him.
And more about iPred, if you want to know some more about that, look at
Stoppa iPred.
Yeah, and if you want to hear an English version, you can watch Babuser. I had a talk with Johanna the other day about the iPred law.
Okay, haven't seen it.
Cool. That's okay. You should watch it.
I should watch it.
So let's see. How do you think iPred will affect the rest of the Spectrial?
Well, an interesting aspect of iPred is that it actually makes the users have more responsibility for their actions online, which also makes it less of our problem, kind of. So you could see iPred as one way for to actually say the pirate is doing nothing illegal, because it protects services like Pirate Bay from actually being sued, because it's definitely